Hey Swishers, I'm back with all new content for this week, and boy are we going to start off with some heat. This has been a hot controversy all week with the Connecticut Sun head coach Curt Miller being suspended for one game and fined $10,000 because of an offensive comment he made about Liz Cambage with a game official regarding her weight. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, here's the comment he had made. He had something along the lines of, "She weighs 300 pounds. Although he did state that his comment was disrespectful and uncalled for, he was willing to take the punishment. He was not coaching for the game against Seattle Storm on Tuesday night, in which Seattle won that game. Now, Liz Cambage of the Las Vegas Aces was not going to hold silent and came back saying, "Something went down in today's game, and I need to speak on it, because if there's one thing about me, it's that I will never let a man disrespect me." Now, Swishers, I want to know what your thoughts were on this. I know it was a controversial topic. It's been hot all week, so I'd like to hear what you have to say. Now, moving on, let's talk about Diana Taurasi and how she will be out for 4 weeks. What? The GOAT is out? What for? Why? What effect will this have on the Mercury? Yes, it is true. Diana Taurasi is out for 4 weeks due to a chest injury. The final diagnosis was a small sternum fracture right up in here, okay, which usually never happens in the game of basketball. You never hear about it in the NBA or the WNBA, so it's a minimum 4 weeks, but could be longer. Depends on how she fares out in the healing process. So what does this mean for the Mercury? Well, she is one of the top scorers for Phoenix and pretty much all of the WNBA, but now that she will be out, who would be a good replacement? Well, you don't have much options here. So let's talk about that. Hartley is still out working her way back from her ACL tear from last season, but could fill some options low and use Skylar Diggins-Smith up top. They could throw in Tiana Mangakia, who was in training camp with Phoenix and later waived on May 12th. They could also replace Taurasi with Shea Petty or wing Megan Walker. Now, here's another question we have. Will Taurasi return in time? It's hard to say. 4 weeks doesn't seem like a long time, but if we break it down more, she could be missing at least 9 games. And at the moment, Phoenix is sitting in 7th. But depending on how well they can step it up, and yes, even Griner needs to pick up the pace because, let's face it, she's been having slow starts in the games. Phoenix could go up in the rankings if they push hard and Griner steps it up just a little bit more using that defense tactic that we've always known for her to use. But if they show that they are too dependent on Taurasi, they could drop, and it would be hard to go back up once DT returns. Well, there you have it, Swishers. Top stories for this week. Here are my questions to you. Did Curt Miller go too far with his remarks, and will Phoenix fall and have weak spots without Diana Taurasi? So make sure you subscribe down below, tell your friends, get to my WNBA Daily Swish Facebook group, and stay updated with everything and anything WNBA. Spread the word. Let's show everyone that the WNBA is something to talk about. Because like I said, if it ain't hot, it ain't a swish.